Hi guys, thanks for sending in all your questions through Facebook. I've got them in front of me in an email. I'm going to work through them. Hopefully I'll be able to give you some useful information and help clear up some of them for you. So the first one I've got is from Shelby Dubourg has asked whether you're short on, or when you're short on space or sunlight, is there any easy to grow vegetables in pots or a porch or in the kitchen? And the answer is yes, there are a whole range of them. I believe that just because you don't have a garden doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to do gardening. You can do it indoors. And I think I've got, yes, I spied it right in the corner very conveniently. I promise you this wasn't planned. Right, I've got this here. I'm not sure if you can see this. This is a Kaffir lime plant. I have it as a house plant in my kitchen. You may recognize the name from Thai or Southeast Asian cooking. You can of course buy the leaves of this, but it's one of these things where the flavor compounds evaporate so quickly from the surface of the leaf the second they're plucked that when you buy them frozen from the Chinese supermarkets or even fresh sometimes, they'll cost a fortune and not really taste of anything. They're kind of like a mildly lemony bay leaf. If you pick them from the plant, I mean, I've got a cold and I'm standing here right now and it's this rich, fizzy effervescence which is totally different from anything that you can buy in the supermarket. There are crops like onions and potatoes where, to be honest, you'd be very hard-pressed to tell the difference with a blindfold on. This, I mean, it's hitting me over the face with an odor right now, so it's kind of a room fragrance plug-in and edible spice in one. And plenty of these tropical herbs and spices can be grown indoors right into the depths of winter. And they're a lot more expensive than a lot of the other things you can buy. Two other suggestions that I have, and this I have planned, I've got one right here. Okay, this, hopefully you can see it, this is popcorn, right? Just regular popcorn from the supermarket. If you sow this like cress, like just sprinkle a couple of these kernels on a tray of compost and stick them in a dark cupboard, not a sunny windowsill. Between 3 to 5 days later, you'll end up with lots of shoots that look a little bit like blades of grass. They're fluorescent yellow because they're grown in the dark. They don't produce chlorophyll, the green color that's in plants. And they have this ridiculous, it sounds made up, but try it and it is true, Haribo artificial popcorn flavoring to them. It's intensely sweet, intensely sort of buttery flavored, and it's a phenomenon that's taking the States by storm. It's called popcorn shoots, or they're called popcorn shoots. You know, fancy chefs buy them from all kinds of crazily overpriced food producers, but they're frankly easier, quicker, and simpler to grow than cress, and they probably are already sitting on your kitchen cabinet. All kids magazines and kids gardening books always recommend you grow things like cress for kids. Extremely spicy and peppery tasting. Have you ever heard of a 4-year-old that likes cress? Heard of lots of 4-year-olds that like popcorn. Definitely that is something you need to give a go. And of course, if you grow it in a dark cupboard, you don't need, not only do you not need a greenhouse or a garden, you don't even need a window. You could grow this in a basement flat, because it only takes 3 to 5 days, so they get to that stage before they even need light, and then you just snip them off. You can stick them in fruit salads, in sandwiches. It's one of those things that's kind of half sweet and half savory. You can use it in almost all the same ways that you'd combine the flavor of something like sweet corn or popcorn.